Okay, so here we are, video two for the lathe, and this video is going to be, we're going to be doing this part print, right, lab 2, okay? All we're putting is the chamfer. All you got to do is put the chamfer on. Machine is on and home. It's really a continuation from the last video. The machine's already been on and home. G50 has been found. Tool offsets have been found. The good time for me to add, I should have did it in the beginning of the first video, when you're coming in to work on the lathe, to do the lathe components, you want to print out the section of the semester-long notes that deal with the lathe project, okay? There's a lot of good pages in there that's going to allow you to know what you're trying to do, as well as step-by-step directions, which I'm telling you how to do here in the video, but they are spelled out step-by-step on the semester-long notes. All right, so here we are. We're at the lathe. G50 is set. The tool length offsets have been found and installed, and I need to make this chamfer on the end of the part. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is to figure out how to turn on the spindle in MDI mode. So I'm here in MDI. MDI mode, command page, page up one. Once the name of the page is next block MDI. I type in M04 input, a speed of 800 input, and cycle start. That will turn on your spindle. Okay? I will then want to invoke my tool offset. That's very different than a mill. The mill, there's an end code because you got to actuate the tool changer. Right now, because I'm on a lathe, because I'm on a turret lathe, all I'm doing is typing a T0101. Now the first 01 is the tool number. The second 01 is the offset number. So I'm getting tool number 1 and I'm invoking offset number 1. Right? Now since I'm invoking an offset, I'm going to want to do it on the move. So I'll type a known position in X, like X0 input, and Z, let's go 1 inch in front of the part, 1.0. You have to remember your decimal points on this machine, right? Input, cycle start. Okay. And something did not take right. Let's look at my position. X went to 0, Z went to 1 inch, but it did not invoke my offset. I wonder why. Go back to command screen. I think my offset went in there. X offset is right. The Z offset is right. Should have went. Let me just try that again. And screen P0101. Input X0 input. Click start. Okay, second time's a charm. I guess I didn't input the T0101. Could have forgot. Trying to think 3 steps ahead of myself. All right, so now if I look at the position screen, notice I am at X of 0, Z at 1 inch, and the tool tip. Not good to point into a machine that's running, but you can see that, right? All right, so we'll keep our fingers out of there. Wise. Okay, tool tip is on the center line, 1 inch away from the part. Okay, so in the first position I need to move to is going to be my X of 0 sorry, Z of 0, X of 0.625. And I want to do that in a controlled fashion, so I need a linear interpolation. I'll go G01 input, and let's set a feed rate of 7 inches a minute input, cycle start. All right, so all I did was turn on linear interpolation and set a feed rate. Okay, get that out of the road. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll say X of 0.625 input, Z of 0 input, cycle start. G makes a nice controlled motion up to the 625. All right. Now, I want to put the chamfer on. The next move is going to be to a position of X 1.125 input. Z minus 0.250 input. And it's going to be much too deep of a cut. That's because I did not take my OD to the proper diameter in part number 1. Okay. So now I will finish up. If I was to have done part 1 properly, Z minus 1.5 input. Would have seen that chamfer go right on the end of the part, but that part already finished to that diameter. Okay? And at this point, I can hit reset, go to handle mode to get out of here. That's all there is to lab 2, part 2. Okay? All you had to do was put that chamfer on the end of the part. All right. And we'll come back with another video for lab 3, because that'll be behind the computer, because I got a lot of little lecturing to do. Okay.